The so-called Netzarim Corridor was created by Israel's military in the early days of the war on Gaza. It split the strip down the middle from the Israeli-Gaza border in the east to the Mediterranean coast in the west. For Israel, it was a strategic military move, giving it access, control and oversight. For Palestinians, it was yet another land grab, a corridor of suffocation, attacks and death. The Israeli army often accused of shooting and killing indiscriminately at anyone who dared to come near. Throughout the war, the Israeli government was accused of not having a long-term plan to deal with Hamas, even by members of its own military. And despite the rhetoric that Israel would stay in the Netzarim Corridor and even reoccupy northern Gaza, that was political rhetoric rather than real policy. Israel expanded the corridor at the end of last year and built more military bases. But it was part of the Gaza ceasefire agreement, and under the deal, that Israeli troops were to withdraw. Satellite images from Planet Labs show some military positioning. This was January 6th, and almost 2 weeks later on January 18th, so the day before the ceasefire, less military vehicles are noted. Last Monday, the corridor opened for hundreds of thousands of Palestinians to return north, cut off from their homes and neighbourhoods now completely annihilated. Now 3 weeks into phase 1, and the withdrawal of Netzarim is to be completed. Israeli media have quoted soldiers saying they feel withdrawing is a failure, leaving behind the corridor that had become a symbol of their power, their control, their victory. And despite Gaza now being unrecognizable, its fabric of life completely pulverized, as the Israeli captives started to be released after 15 months of war. Countless Hamas fighters emerged in front of the cameras in pristine uniforms with vehicles and weapons. This show of force sending a very clear and deliberate message. Stefanie, Dekker, Al Jazeera.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.